you going? So I've decided to do my videos again. I paused for MHL 3 and 4, Melbourne Highlander League, because I've been working, I just haven't had time, but I miss doing it, and I'll push myself and get these ones out, hopefully in a relatively interesting time frame. To give you a timestamp, the latest points changes were Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise +1, no surprises there, everyone obviously welcomed it, and I think Grim Shooter went to 0 points, and that's, you know, boosting the combat deck slightly, so that's alright. So my first round opponent is Alex Keech. He's playing Zoo, which I believe Carl just shipped in the deck, and I was playing Abzan, just boring old Abzan with equipment and dudes that I've been rocking for the last, I don't know, couple months or so. Yeah, you'll see how it goes. Enjoy. Let's open it up here. I'll mute this because it sounds terrible. Alright, so shuffling up, we just played at Games Lab. I've got the, I don't know, the, what's it called, the playmat, as a, you know, a shout out to Games Lab for letting us play there, and take up an extra table with my recording gear and such. Okay, I'm not sure who won the die roll, but Alex Keech has got a pretty sweet hand. Mental Misstep, Clamp, and lands. It's pretty hard to go wrong with that, and a mana guy as well, so Keech is... what? What's he doing? Maybe that wasn't a hand. Was it just a sample hand? Man, he cannot mulligan that. I'm gonna go back, because that is bullshit if he mulligan that. Alright, let's see that again. Sorry, Keech, if, like, you know, I'm saying you made a bad choice, but come on, I want to see this again. Present, cut. Okay, lay out the hand. Okay, Clamp, Misstep, lands. Okay, so there was no mana guy. But, jeez. Man, I'd still keep that. Just draws one guy, and he's off. And, like, Mental Misstep will make sure I don't out-tempo him. But, you know, that's okay, I guess. My hand, I can't really see from the angle that I'm holding my cards. I definitely see a Snuff Out, Stoneforge Mystic. It looks like I'm going to keep by my body language. This game was like, we're currently actually in round, we just got the pairings for round 5, but this is round 4, so, and, you know, you average 1 round a week. Okay, so Keech is looking at his hand, he's kept a 1 lander, I bet he's wishing he kept that 7. Clamp to start off with, that's an indicator he's got no mana elf, obviously. Might have a 2-drop, but that deck tends to lead out with a green land first, so it also indicates that he's low on green, because he's got Strangleroot Geist in there. I believe it's just Carl's list. Same deal with my hand, actually. Unless I'm holding back on a fetch because I want more information, which is reasonable. This is going to be a Savannah, no doubt. I need green. Yep, there it is. Pretty happy that the picture's pretty clear. I've been using... well, I want to use XSplit for my recordings because that way you can record the face cams as well, which I like, adds a bit of, you know, personality to the videos. But oh no, XSplit was like playing up on me, so I've just used like Camtasia straight up to record this. So it's quite smooth without the face cams. Maybe I'll adopt it in the future. Anyway, I've got a a mana guy. I eat it straight away. Probably searching for my 3rd land, which I believe I found in a plains, if my eyes don't deceive me. Keech rips the land. Scalding Tarn. Go for a green source. It's going to be Tego. Keech basically moaned this whole match about how he didn't like the deck. I guess he's just not a Zoo player, or maybe he wants to, you know, build his own lists and he doesn't like just playing someone else's list. We're kind of out of the wake of Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time, in a sense, and so I've noticed a lot of people saying, "Oh, you know, now I don't have to play blue," which is a good thing. But I mean, like, it's still only 1 point each. It's like, it's still, you play both easily. Keech gets a grafted war gear. Now, I don't think he has a third equipment in the deck, so I mean, grafted war gear is a pretty risky card. It's mega ballsy. I wrote an article about equipment, which I'll link to in the description of the video. And yeah, grafted war gear, especially if you tutor for it. Like, if I'm holding any kind of artifact kill, I'm gonna hold it until you drop that grafted war gear and put it on a guy, you know. And the green decks are quite popular with access to Green Sun Zenith for Quasi Pro Mage. Even some decks running Reclamation Sage, I know I am. I've got a Lingering Souls here with Clamp, so I've got no shortage of cards unless Alex manages to kill my Clamp, which I see a Celestia Charm in his hand, so I'm not sure if he can kill it. He has an Unexpectedly Absent, so might be able to tempo me out slightly here. We'll see. He hasn't got the double white though, unless this Woodset Heath, which will go find the double white, probably a Savannah. What was I talking about? Equipment and the broken Del spells. And oh, he wants to find black, so he hasn't got double white for Unexpectedly Absent. I'm not sure what black spell he has in his hand. It's either Lingering Souls or like Deathrite Shaman, but okay, so he's relying on the double white from the Noble Hierarch, which could be risky. I mean, it's his only clampable creature, so there's a good chance that I'm going to try and kill it. We'll see. Yeah. Bashes in for 2. Exalted Goodness. Assaulted Stoneforge Mystic. That's a bad block. Yeah. Oh, okay, so I think from memory I realised before Alex gives a hint to me that Exalted is going to own me. And kudos to Alex for letting me take it back. You can see his reaction there. I mean, the league is pretty cruisy. I'm pretty confident that I noticed before, we confirmed damage and before Alex indicated that there was Exalted there. So that would have been bad. Anyway, alright. Untap, draw. It's a Jide off the top. If we've got a land, then that Hierarch could die. Unless, I don't know, he's holding at 2 mana, which, and he didn't equip the Clamp, so I should be thinking of a 2-cost mana spell here. I know it's Celestia Charm from my perspective, because I can see it in his hand, but previous me, who's actually playing the game, should be thinking Celestia Charm, or I know he plays Boros Charm, but that's not really a reason to hold up 2 mana. You'd rather play that proactively. I've got my 4th land. What else does it run? For 2 mana, Lightning Helix, I think it's been cut. So I could deduce that it's got to be Celestia Charm. Anyway, so I've drawn 2 cards. It's my second main phase. I'm deciding what 3-drop to play or what to do with this mana. Got a fistful of cards thanks to Clamp. So I've got a Lingering Souls in the bin I can play. I choose to play Courser of Krufix, who is a sweet guy. Like, I didn't have him in originally in my build, but he's just too good. You gotta play him. If he sticks around, the game's over. Alright. Revealing Deathrite Shaman off the top. I've been playing a little bit of Courser of Krufix in Standard, but I still am not a master, you know what I mean? Like, you notice those players have been playing for with Courser of Krufix the whole time it's been in Standard, and they're just so quick. And they never miss a procedure with it, like a life gain or a reveal or whatever. Okay, so here comes the token. Didn't give him a 5-power target. It's a shame he didn't bring his tokens with him. Dice is easy to miss if you're not paying attention. Okay, I still haven't seen what this black mana he got was for. Like, he's simply, I guess he's just preempting the Deathrite Shaman, unless this build has a few more black spells than usual. What's this? 2 mana Scavenging Ooze. Okay, it is an ooze, but he's not sure if he's going to play it. He's got a Path to Exile in hand, so he might be hoping to exile it. Well, he has to exile that Courser of Griffix, otherwise it's going to take the game away from him. I mean, he might be able to roll over with the Grafted War Gear, but as I was saying before, huge risk. He's got the Grafted War Gear Skull Clamp combo. You can, put Clamp on a dude and then put Grafted War Gear on as well and sack it by shifting the Grafted War Gear around. It's quite nifty. Oh, I didn't see that. So, get the Lingering Souls out of my bin so I can't flash it back. If I was to, flash it back on the stack, he wouldn't be able to remove it. It'd be too late. So, very well done. Alex waited until my draw step before exiling my Courser so he could get more information. He knows I'm going to draw planes here. I'm not drawing planes because he pathed me. Okay, that's interesting. But, yeah, that's the same. He knows that I've got a planes in my deck. Nice. More information, strictly better, etc. Okay, 4 mana. Still haven't played a land yet either. I'll probably play out planes that I've drawn off the top, so I wouldn't want to show him another land that I have. He's giving me an opening to hit with a Jide, so probably going to take down Ooze before it gets bigger than a 2/2, I imagine. Ooze is the man. He's like, I'm not sure which is better, honestly. Scavenging Ooze or Goyf. It's so hard to say. So I'm having a good think. Surely Ooze. Yeah, get out of there. I just fresh from GP Auckland. It's an awesome trip. I'll talk about it between plays. He's got a Stomping Ground there untapped. I mean, in his hand. Looks like a Return to Ravnica one. Boo. I'm guessing all of Keech's lands will be... Oh no. Gate Crash. I'm not sure if Keech played back then. Maybe he acquired it. Anyway, so yeah, I've come through duty free and sipping on some nice Southern Comfort and Coke while I commentate. Keep my vocal cords lubricated, I guess. Yeah, sneaky little token. It's a 5/4 now. Keech has got a sizable board with that Grafted War Gear hanging around. The camera just got knocked. Not sure what that is. From memory, I think we have like, I don't know, a small audience of a couple players, store folk just watching the game. I've got a Snuff Out. I've been waiting for that. That Snuff Out's been in my hand since the start of the game. And I just wanted him to waste a mana using Clamp on a dude, but he never did it. So, and I never snuffed out his Noble Hierarch from the start. So I gave him a bunch of mana by not snuff outing the Noble Hierarch immediately. But yeah, I don't know how that worked out. Okay, he's going to do the trick, as Samuel would say. Sacks the Stoneforge Mystic. Draws 2 cards. Flooded Strand and Misty Rainforest. So mana base is well and truly developing, both with clamps in play. Amazingly, normally one of the clamps die by now. Like, someone eventually draws into Artifact Kill. What's this? He's tapping it for mana? Well, he attacked. He must have gone to put Clamp on the token and I responded with the Snuff Out. That must have been what happened. Okay. Alright, I'm back on track. Quasali Primage. It might have been in my hand for a while, I can't remember. But I finally got the blowout that I've been waiting for ever since I saw the Grafted War Gear revealed to the Stoneforge Mystic. And I may as well get some Exalted before I Snap off that grafted war gear. Put the clamp on the side primate as well for some value. Booyah. Feels good. Now I'm slow rolling Alex there. He knows what's going to happen. Alright, draw 2 cards. Grandson Zenith. Sweet. I think this game's over if you look at the board. 6 mana to 4. And I've got a Jide. Just going to make it very hard for Alex to get a clamp on a dude. He's going to have to draw. He's going to have to kill this Jide before he commits to the board. And he's lost his double white with the Hierarch dying, but he's got Misty Rainforest. He's got Flooded Strand to find his second white. So I guess he's not totally dead. I should probably be doing the life totals, hey. Yeah. I think I might go back afterwards to do life totals. Because actually, last year I went to a GP trial in Ballarat of all places. Oh no, Shepparton of all places, and it was awesome. And the guys showed me like a sweet tip, which is basically they had 2 of those huge like weapon D20s that you could like crush a guy's skull with. You know, the ones I'm talking about. And you know they're big enough so that the camera can actually pick up the digits when you flip them over. And that's the way I should do it, rather than fooling around manually inputting the life totals. This looks like Keech is complaining about not having double white this whole time. He just puts it on top, so he's not sinking it any lower than that, which indicates to me that he's going to spend the rest of his mana. Try and get a board. Oh no, he's responding to the fetch. My apologies. The fetch land is a must. Like you have to shuffle, so you lose the whatever he puts on top, no matter what. So it's a pretty nifty interaction. Unexpectedly absent. I still think it's a little underplayed. I mean, if they haven't got a fetch, you don't permanently get rid of the threat, which is a big deal. Kind of like Whisk Away in the current standard format, which is Khan's Fate Reforged Limited, which I've been playing a lot of recently for the recent GP. But Dragon's Attack here pre-release this weekend, which I'll no doubt play at least one flight. I'm pretty busy, but we'll see how we go. Okay, Stringroot Geist. So good with Clamp. Equip. Draw the cards first, then bring it back. I don't know if it's technically better to do it one way over the other. Doesn't really matter. And get in for 4. Not putting the clamp on the string root for extra damage means I'm going to spend the mana. Probably on the Siege Rhino. No doubt Keech's life total is getting quite low at this stage. You'll be able to see it when I go back and do the life totals, but I can't see it right now. Apologies for you guys having to listen to just my lovely voice. Basically, I just haven't had the time to organise a co-commentator. Like, I know I like listening to co-commentators, you know, 2 commentators at once by myself. Jeez, I think I said like 4 oxymorons in that sentence. Yeah, okay, so it's game over. Okay, let's start again. It's much better listening to 2 commentators. That's why all the sports do it. 2 is best, at least 2. And you need like a special chemistry or someone who really knows their role to go more than 2 commentators.